other orders, and then he began to write all of the stuff that he had learned, and then he began to contact. He made a trip to Egypt, right? And he contacted the spirit of Iwas. The irony of it is Iwas is the same name that the movie Avatar gave to the world tree.
Mm.
And that's not a coincidence. The spirit of Iwas is another wide energy field that you can tap into. It's basically a whole bunch of information, and if you prepare yourself to receive the information, you can get anything from Iwas. It's just like tapping into the world tree. They give you everything that you're ready to receive will be given to you.
I haven't heard anybody talk about Iwas from since crawling. Nobody really talks about that, do they?
No, I think Rudolf Steiner might. Rudolf Steiner is a intellectual gorilla.
He's a people. He got some shit out there. I was talking about him a couple of months ago, man.
Yeah, I think Lebowski might have mentioned Iwas and Manly P. Hall. Other than that, I don't know a lot of people that mention.
Yeah. Wow. What about have you ever studied Pascal Beverly Randolph? Because I know a lot of them got their information from him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And also, it's a guy named Harold Percival.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we all know Manly P. Hall. He was ridiculously intelligent. But it's so many that I can't even remember all of the ones to tell y'all to investigate, because there's so many names that when certain ones come to mind, they knock other names out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, Annie Besant. She was a student of Blavatsky. She was out cold. Then you got Paramahansa Yogananda. He was out cold. And he had a student named Dayamata. She was a good instructor in Kriya Yoga. Then you had you ever heard of Osho?
Yeah, heard of Osho. Yeah.
Do you know his story?
That's the dude they did the documentary about, right?
I don't know, but he came over here and he started teaching people how to bypass the religion and tap into their higher consciousness. And the CIA sent an operative to infiltrate. And then they tried to poison him with rice and gas on the doorknobs. And several people got sick. And his security rushed him out of there, rushed him back to India. And he ended up being in a legal battle with the lady that was supposed to be a student, and he was Rajneesh at the time.
Right.
But when he went back to India after he got done dealing with the CIA tactics and he seen how wicked they was, he went to India and changed his name to Osho.
And
he originally came from over there.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure if there is that family. Did they do a documentary on Osho? Is that the dude on Netflix? Let me know if that's the.
I know they did a 2020 special on him back in the 80s when all that stuff was fresh. Because they was trying to say that he was a fraud. He was more legit than 99% of the preachers in America.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Wow. You ever heard of just speaking of people, we're bringing up names. Neville Goddard had a teacher, Ethiopian, I think a Jewish rabbi teacher named what was his name, y'all? The black dude who taught Neville Goddard. Damn, why am I forgetting these names? What's this dude name? Abdullah. You ever heard of the dude Abdullah who taught you? Do you know about Neville Goddard?
I know who Neville Goddard is, but I don't know who his teacher was.
Yeah, Abdullah. This dude named Abdullah. They said he was real sharp. I mean, I'm sending you this video on him that I seen on YouTube. Yeah, curious about that dude right there. Shout out to, so Rod, man. So Elijah was on point with a lot of this stuff then about the motherships and the UFOs and all that. What's your thoughts on what Elijah's take on the UFOs and the mothership and everything. You agree with his approach to it?
Um, he was pretty spot on because at the time that he said Masfar Muhammad was building the mother plane and they was ordering parts from all of the auto manufacturers. So they was in the process of that. Somebody was in the process of building the ship, um, and they built it. So he knew something, and he was ahead of his time because when he started talking about the mother plane, the only person had mentioned something about a craft was Noble Drew Ali before that.
Mm. And so, what's your thoughts about Master Farad Muhammad? Because he was real mysterious as well. Like, was he exactly who they said he was?
He was the perfect mirror to Claire Muhammad.
Mm.
He was the perfect mirror to Claire Muhammad. The name Ford comes from the word fjord, which means a waves, which means a pitch to cross the river,
Yeah.
in reference to the river Styx. So you had to pay the boat, the guy in the boat, to take you across the river, right? Which is across the water.
Right.
To go across the water means to traverse the spirit. And once you traverse the spirit, then you can see clear. And once you see clear, you clairvoyant. That's clear vision.
Uh-huh.
And Claire is Muhammad, and Muhammad is the praiseworthy. And we know that the mother of the nation of Islam during the reign of Elijah Muhammad was Claire Muhammad, the Black Madonna of the day.
Uh-huh.
But Fard Muhammad was the perfect mirror. And he's exactly the opposite of everything she is. In other words, the black woman is God and the white man is the devil.
Mm.
But if you don't see the devil for what he is, you'll never see God for who she is.
Mm-hmm.
A mirror.
Mm. All right, let's get to some questions from the chat, family. We almost have 4,000 in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in right now. Let's get to some questions. I know y'all got a lot to ask Rob. We're gonna start. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit. Well, shit. Yeah, we asking about all this. What this? Okay. What do you think about Credo Mutwa? What's your thoughts on him? They want to know.
I love Credo. That was my guy. I studied everything I could study from Credo.
Dope. That's where David Icke got the reptilian thing from, though, right?
Yeah, the Chitawule.
Mm.
But that was the only way David Icke can put it into English is to call him a reptilian. But Credo Mutar called him the Chitawule.
Meaning, so it was a little different from how Icke. So how would you explain what Credo was saying? Because David might have got, he's
The Chitawule is like saying the people from the stars, more so than calling them reptilian. It just so happened that when Credo Mutwa described their appearance, David Icke, the closest thing he could match it to was the reptilian archons that he had already discovered in the in the Greek and Roman historical record.
right. Yeah, somebody I see y'all saying Bobby Hemmett talked about eyewash. Yeah, he does. He did. I gotta see that video again. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I forgot Bobby Hemmett did talk about Iwas.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm gonna go back into the YouTube archives. You're right. YouTube took a lot of the classic videos off their site from Bobby and Delbert and Phil Valentine.
Facebook did too.
Damn. Yeah, a lot of
Facebook took a lot of stuff down.
Let's get to another question. Yo, you mess with somebody mentioned Jordan Maxwell. You mess with him, Rod? You mess with Jordan Maxwell? What you think about him?
Jordan Maxwell ain't regular. Jordan Maxwell, well, he was the undisputed truth in research.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I used to have a lot of his stuff back in the day, yo. A lot of his stuff.
Yeah, I used to listen to him on the same channel our dad used to come on. There used to be another channel. They used to always be trying to interview him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what they want to know, what are your thoughts on the missing kids?
Anytime a kid come up missing, there's something wrong. Every time a kid come up missing, there's something wrong. Ain't no kid supposed to be coming up missing. Either somebody not doing a job as a protector, and somebody is overdoing their job as a predator. I'm never easy with children coming up missing and don't nobody know where they at.
I heard somebody earlier mention, I can't find the comment now, something going on in Virginia. There's a lot of children coming up missing in Virginia. You heard anything about that?
It's not just Virginia.
Mm.
See, they running out. They adrenochrome factories have been effectively shut down, and they've been trying to get as many kids as they can to try to survive on their last of those sips of presence here. And the babies coming up missing is not good. And then you still got a remnant from the Lazarus group that need other people's organs because they too goddamn old and need to be put out their damn misery. Because they need somebody else's life force to survive.
Right. All right, let's keep this thing going. Let's get to another. I don't know what this is. They said, "What do you know about Rita Orsic?" What's that?
No, I've never heard that name.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this thing. Somebody said, "Does Osha have any books?" He got books, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You could type Osho in on Amazon Books, and it's gonna come up with a bunch of books. Some of them gonna be under the name Raj Meets. It's the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he got some fire.
Somebody wants to know, what is your take on 3 Atlas and Chandra's 3 moons finding? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, that's probably somebody who put out a video and I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's like a podcast or something, or one of those researchers that be looking up statistics and stuff. I'm not familiar with them.
Next question: has it ever been an ancient myth? This is interesting. An ancient myth involving a sister versus sister battle for supremacy. Interesting question.
There is. Matter of fact, it's something that's not even that ancient, but most of the ancient ones, the ancient stories of the women who were vying for the power to the throne, they was also vying for a particular mate, because in order for her to take the throne, she got the blood right, but she might not have the right mate, so that'll disqualify her. But I can't name 2 sisters that was at it, because when the patriarchal onslaught came and they began to villainize the sisters, even the ones that was bad was villainized as the ones that was good was villainized. So those stories is hard to recover post patriarchal onslaught.
Right. Damn, women been fighting over men a long time then, Rod.
But it's not all women, only certain ones. Which you gotta remember, a lot of the stuff we see going on today, that stuff wasn't going on 10,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In social activity and communication, most marriages was arranged. This new stuff where your marriage is not arranged is a disaster.
I don't know if I could have a motherfucker pick my mate for me, Rod. I don't know about living in them times, man.
You know why you would accept it, Rich?
Why?
Because first of all, your mama was going to pick the woman that she know beyond a shadow of doubt gonna love you unconditionally like her. She not gonna pick no No chick that just want to have a baby by you or just want your money. She ain't gonna never pick her ever.
Right, right. When you
So
said, when you said mama picker, okay, but go ahead, go ahead.
look, look, it still go on today. It's just that you don't know your mama picked her because you ain't never seen your mama around or talked to her, and she probably ain't never seen your mama in person. But energetically, when you meet her, if when your heart chakra accept her and your mama heart chakra pick that energy up, they can communicate subconsciously using you as a relay station.
Mm,
It still happens, but
mm-hmm.
some of us ignore it. When the relationship go bad, that's your mama telling you to get out of there, bro. This finna go all the way south for you. Bail out while you can. And you might be head over heels for this chick, but you be looking at her like something ain't right. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna do this. But
Mm-hmm.
that's subconscious communication from your mother in order to protect your heart from this dastardly, trifling, feminine being.
Gotcha. They want C Diggs wants to know: is there a blood type that is considered royal amongst here on Earth?
All of them. You gotta remember, everybody on Earth is related. Even if we don't want to be related to them, we still related. It's just that they ain't our immediate family, but everybody on Earth is related, or you wouldn't be able to trace mitochondrial lines
Mm,
if we weren't all related.
right.
And Y chromosome lines for that, because you need your daddy line and your father line based on your Y chromosome haplogroup.
Indeed,
And the
indeed.
royalty comes from everybody have a potential to be royalty, but everybody not gonna actualize the potential because what it takes is a whole bunch of self work that most of us don't want to go into the darkness of the night to correct those self errors. It's hard work. And it's emotionally and psychically draining.
Right.
You can never activate your world potential in your blood because you don't want to put that kind of work in. It's easier for you to get a job, be a slave for 40 years, retire, and then die.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
When you start activating what qualifies you as royalty in your blood, right? Um, you have an easier life once you get activated, but you catch hell during the activation period.
Next question they asking is: do you believe souls are trapped in Saturn? I do. I travel there. That's a popular thing on the internet right now.
You
Rod.
cannot trap a soul. It's
Mm,
not possible.
mm,
Everybody on earth came here knowing what their book of life read before they incarnate. Whether they incarnated the first time or reincarnated for the thousandth time, you can't trap the soul. The only reason why we've been in the light lock, and that's not a soul trap, that is a science trap to trap their science from affecting other people when they go to busting off atomic bombs like 90 going north because we done it before,
mm-hmm.
right? So remember, the devil got 6,000 years to rule. 10,000 years ago was the last of the great wars that almost annihilated all life on the planet.
Was you around during that time, Rod?
I pushed the button.
Oh, there you go with that shit. Yo, what? This one nigga. Yo, Rod. Yo, Rod. Hold up. Come, Rod, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got explain. Come on, Rod. Explain that to me, man. There you go again, Rod. You always doing this. Talk to me, bro.
Yeah. So it was the last Anunnaki wars,
Uh huh.
and India was winning.
Uh huh.
I ain't want him to win,
Mm-hmm.
and I had access to the bomb, so I pushed the button, and they went off.
Now, how do you know this was like? Do you have flashbacks of this? Do you have
Man, the
dreams?
flashbacks is horrible. The flashbacks and the memories is horrible.
Mm. You
It's
had it.
almost like a Vietnam vet waking up with cold sweats in the middle of the night. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I can see it in your eyes. I never seen you like this, Rod. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it there. Damn, you mean that shit. You mean that? I see it in your eyes, man. Shit.
Yeah. They wanted to put us in a permanent loop. This when they India son, Mental Sin, opened the portal
Yeah.
in Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
When he opened the portal, it was between the third and fourth dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And he blew an explosive and closed the portal, which caused the spiraling of the dimensions that they gradually fade into each other. Well, they pitched two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're in this infinity loop. Come around, go up, come around, go up. You're in the infinity loop now. That means that they can step outside the loop and you trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul not trapped, but your incarnate ability to break free in the 3D is what's trapped. Your
Mm-hmm.
bloodline is trapped in the 3D by repeating the same cycles over and over again. And that's why you have to flip out of the infinity loop. That's what made the Maherta so important. Because we've been trying to hit the Maherta at the right time,
For a
wake
while.
us all up, and flip out the loop by information, waking up enough minds to flip out of the loop to get back on track. Now we're on top of the fourth dimension, about to get ready to move into the fifth dimension. But the three-dimensional world is still going to be here. It's just that our access to higher knowledge and higher spiritual abilities will once again be at